In the depth of the ancient gnarled woods, where the shadows stretch long and the wind whispers secrets, lived a creature of unspeakable horror. These woods, old as time itself, held a menace that chilled the bravest hearts. It was here, amidst the twisted trunks and the eternal twilight, that the witch made her home. An eerie dwelling, hidden away from prying eyes, shrouded in an air of mystery as dense as the forest itself. This witch was no mere legend or an old wives' tale. Her terrifying existence was as real as the fear that gripped the local villagers. Whispers of her dark magic, tales of her cruel deeds, echoed through the village, sending shivers down the spines of young and old alike. Her name was a forbidden word spoken only in hushed tones and fearful glances. The villagers lived in constant fear, their lives overshadowed by the dread of the witch's malevolent presence. As the moon rose to its zenith, the witch would weave her dreadful spells, casting curses that echoed through the darkness. In the cloak of the night, under the watchful eyes of the silhouetted trees, the witch conducted her horrifying activities. The soft rustle of leaves was drowned by the guttural incantations that spilled from her lips, a sinister symphony of words that twisted reality and summoned the unseen. Every word was a drop of poison, seeping into the lifeblood of the village, tainting everything it touched with a malevolent force. The effects of her curses were as chilling as the winter wind that swept through the barren fields. Once vibrant and fertile, the land now lay lifeless, the crops withered and brown, suffocating under the weight of her curse. The once lush greenery was now a grim painting of decay, a stark testament to the witch's wrath. But the curse did not stop at the fields. It slithered its way into the heart of the village, reaching the livestock. Animals that once roamed the pastures full of life now lay still and silent, their once bright eyes now dull and lifeless, their bodies a mere shell of what they once were. The curse was thorough, leaving no stone unturned, no life untouched. Perhaps the most horrifying effect of the witch's curse was the mysterious disappearances. Villagers, young and old, vanished without a trace, swallowed by the night. Their absences were felt in every corner of the village, their memories lingering like ghosts. The laughter and joy that once filled the air were replaced by an eerie silence, a deafening reminder of the witch's curse. The villagers lived in perpetual fear, their lives overshadowed by the witch's malevolent presence. The once bustling village was now a ghost town, its inhabitants mere shadows of their former selves. Their eyes held a haunted look, a chilling reflection of the horrors they had witnessed. No one dared to cross her path, for those who did vanished into the night, never to be seen again. The witch's reign of terror continued, unchecked and unchallenged, until one fateful night. In the dead of night, when the moon had retreated behind a shroud of clouds, the dreadful truth unveiled itself. The whispers that once echoed in the village were now silent screams of horror. The witch, they discovered, was not merely a figure of fear, she was far more sinister. The missing villagers, the ones who had vanished without a trace, were not mere victims of misfortune. No, they were the chosen ones, the sacrifices in her gruesome rituals. The witch was harnessing their fear, their very life essence, using it to feed her dark magic. She wasn't simply a terror that haunted their dreams. She was a predator, lurking in the shadows, feeding off the fear and lives of those around her. The realization hit them like a cold gust of wind, chilling them to their bones. The witch was not just a terror, she was a predator, feeding off the fear and lives of those around her. Even today, the chilling tales of the witch's reign of terror echo through the village, a stark reminder of the past. Her sinister specter haunts the minds of the villagers, casting a long, dreadful shadow over their lives. The children are lulled to sleep with hushed whispers of her haunting, while the adults exchange knowing glances by the flickering firelight, their faces etched with unease. The witch's reign may be over, but her influence lingers like a bitter aftertaste. An unspoken dread hangs heavy in the air, a silent acknowledgement that the witch could return. The villagers live their lives in a perpetual state of fear, their hearts skipping a beat at the slightest rustle of leaves or the faintest hint of a shadow. The witch has become a part of their folklore, a chilling tale passed down through generations. And so, the tale of the witch remains, a haunting whisper in the wind, a chilling reminder of the darkness that once was, and could perhaps be again.